Hi, my name is Kim, and I'm the CEO of Terramino Foods. And at Terramino, we believe that the future of protein is fungi. People love meat. 95% of the world population eats meat or seafood as a form of protein, and it's oftentimes the centerpiece of a meal. But getting meat from an animal is outdated technology. Why should we be feeding an animal on average 30 calories simply to get 1 calorie out? Animal agriculture is an extremely inefficient process and takes a large toll on our environment and our natural resources. So, as the world population grows to 10 billion people by 2050, we'll need on average at least 8 Earths to be able to sustain our love for meat. And this is a large problem that people have tried to tackle, with the predominant approach being in plant-based meats. So this approach falls short because it lacks the proper texture, taste, because plants will always taste like plants, as well as nutrition, because plant proteins aren't as easily absorbed by the human body as animal source proteins, as well as the fact that plant-based meats often lack vital micronutrients. Another dominant approach that's being explored right now is cellular agriculture. This is growing meat in a lab from stem cells. And this technology has a long way to go to be proven or scalable, and if it ever gets to the market, will be a luxury item. At Terramino, we needed to find a no-compromises approach. So, we first asked ourselves, what makes meat meat? So we used a reverse engineering approach and looked at animal muscle fiber underneath a microscope. So we saw that their fibers range from 1 to 10 microns in size. So here we're talking about texture. And then we evaluated plants, and we saw that plant fibers were 20 microns and above, which means they're simply too large to pass. So what happens is they're often pulverized into a powder and then reconstituted. So we had to ask ourselves, is there a better source in nature that's not from the animal kingdom and not from the plant kingdom that has the same texture of animal muscle fiber? And that's when we found fungi. Fungi fibers grow from 5 to 10 microns in size, so they're in the same range as animal muscle fiber. So when you bite into our fungi, it's a more familiar feeling. So it has that same texture of meat. And our fungi solution is truly no compromises. It's all natural. We only use strains of fungi that have a long history of consumption in the human diet. On top of this, we don't do any genetic modifications to our strains. Our process is completely animal-free, and our feedstock is extremely flexible. In terms of the nutrition of our fungi has a bioavailable source of protein, similar to meat, so you're not compromising in nutrition because our fungi have a complete amino acid profile as well as micronutrients. And to top it all off, our fungi grows in a way in that which it produces a neutral tasting protein, which means we have the opportunity to make the best tasting meat and seafood products on the market without any masking agents or texturization processes. So let's go into how we grow our fungi. So we're using the age-old process of brewing, similar to beer or sake brewing, to grow our fungi. So today it kind of looks like this. You might have seen one of these brewing vessels in a local brew pub. So what we do is we add our fungi, as well as sugars and simple nutrients for them to grow. They grow in fibers, and in about 4 days, we can harvest them. What do we do next? We'll combine our fungi with natural flavors and ingredients, using food science techniques to make products that people know and love. And we can make any type of meat or seafood product. So we had to figure out what is the best first application for our technology. And we saw that there was an opportunity specifically in seafood alternatives because there's simply lacking. And when we dove deeper, we saw that although salmon is the most widely consumed fish, there are no salmon alternatives on the market. So that's why we started there. So since coming to IndieBio 4 months ago, we've been able to grow our fungi with large yield increases and formulate salmon products. So I'm really excited today to show you our first product. This is Terramino Salmon. Our salmon has the proper taste, texture, and nutrition, even down to the omega-3 content of fish, with no compromises whatsoever. We have the full experience of eating a salmon burger or any type of meat product without the toxins or environmental degradation. And we're not stopping here. We'll be formulating a full seafood product line and then soon after a meat product line. And we are going to be in restaurants at the end of this year. What gets us really excited about our technology is the efficiencies that we can get, which translates to cost savings. Currently, at a very small scale, we're producing at roughly $15 a pound. During our seed stage, we'll be able to get our proteins down to the same price as salmon wholesale. And at large scale, our proteins get well below 50 cents a pound, which means we're truly competitive with any source of animal protein, even factory farmed chicken. And we have the best team to take this product to market. I'm a biologist by training and a member of the Institute of Food Technologists, and I also have 8 years of management experience within the food industry. My co-founder, Josh, is a bioengineer and computer scientist and has experience working at large fermentation companies. We both come out of the Alternative Meat Lab program at UC Berkeley, where we met our advisor, Ricardo. He's a chemical engineer, Berkeley professor, as well as food industry veteran. So we invite you to join us to make fungi the future of protein. We're currently closing our seed round, and we're always looking to start conversations with potential Series A investors and looking for partnerships as well as passionate talent to join our rapidly growing team. Thank you.